Hey guys, Scott here with Let's Bridge Toyota. Come with me and check out this gorgeous 2026 4Runner Hybrid Platinum Edition. I'm gonna make a separate video on this in a sec, but let's go on and focus on this 4Runner here. This has been an exciting trim level addition to the 4Runners. Having the Platinum as an option is pretty much having a Land Cruiser Light. And I say that because it's just as luxurious. There's a few differences that I'll get to in a sec, but this isn't just a TRD off-road or an SR5 4Runner with some chrome added. There's a lot more added to this vehicle, which has increased the ride quality, how nice it is to drive, the power, it's unmatched. So what we added is the front windshield and the front two windows are acoustic, helping with the sound deadening, but you also have active noise cancellation technology within the cab. So that is actually a low frequency sound that helps your ear eliminate any sort of road noise when driving the vehicle. So it really helps with the ride comfort. It also has adaptive variable suspension with auto dampening that will auto correct the dampening hundreds of times a second, giving you an extremely nice drive. So very, very smooth driving, very, very quiet, and it doesn't give you that truck feel at all, but still has the typical 4Runner capability. So other than those things, the big thing that I noticed driving these, it's very powerful. You have 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque. Max towing capacity of 6,000 pounds. And that's coming from this 2.4 liter, 4-cylinder turbo, hybrid electric assist. So really interesting combination. And I know it sounds like a lot, but actually, if you dig deep into the engineering that Toyota went about this, it actually has simplified it in a way that retains its Toyota reliability and durability. Everything works in synergy with each other. The electric drivetrain helps assist and take stress off the gas powertrain and vice versa. So you're getting a lot less wear and tear on each of the parts. So definitely something to look into, and I can tag maybe the source of the video showing off more of the engineering side of things. With this powertrain, Toyota had to keep the ruggedness of the 4Runner. It's not a Highlander. It's not a RAV4. Highlanders and RAV4s are passenger vehicles. They're made for highway comfort, economy. So in these hybrids, they don't have a transfer case, a hard driveline, rear diff, all-wheel drive system. It's more of a fly-by-wire rear electric motor, electric on-demand all-wheel drive, and that is what gives it the all-wheel drive aspect. With our truck lineup in the hybrids, you actually get a big boost in power. It's made to help the fuel economy a little bit, but more so for that power boost. It still has a transfer case. It still has a drive line going to the rear axle, which helps keep its ruggedness and capability. So very interesting design, but what to expect for fuel economy on this? We're in Canada here, so about 9.6 liters per 100 combined, and also depending on how you drive the vehicle, of course, because you step on the gas and you can feel it. It's quite powerful. I'm getting some numbers from customers that this is better on fuel than the Land Cruiser. And a lot of it probably has to do with aerodynamics. You can see the boxiness of this Land Cruiser versus how they sleeked up this 4Runner here. And some other things, I'm sure. This is in the color Wind Chill Pearl, which it's not a very sunny day. You can see the overcast here, but it still looks very premium. And in a sec, I want to show you the exclusive navy interior with the bronze stitching that the Limited comes in. It's the only way to get this interior is through this trim level. So this vehicle is going to have 360 cameras. It's going to have park sense sensors in the rear, Park sense sensors in the front. Those are those beeping proximity sensors the closer you get to an obstacle to help park in tighter areas. You have the nicer dual projector headlights with the nice switchback style LED signals. And then when I turn on the vehicle, this will light up bright white and have the LEDs for the projectors, as well as these LED fog lights down here as well. A lot of safety technology is included in these vehicles, and that's very important at Toyota. But this plate here is where the LiDAR sonar instrument, or adaptive cruise, active braking, as well as our camera up here, that's part of the safety system. And that's all what is part of the Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. It has enhancements on how much data is being collected, how far these instruments can read, and it anticipates scenarios that could happen. It's not as reactive as the old system. Currently, the Sienna's got the 2.0 Safety Sense, and the previous generation RAV4 for 2025 has the Toyota Safety Sense 2.5. And the 2.5 is also in the Tundra still. So we're waiting for the updates on those. But these act way smoother. It's with the enhancements of the center of the sensors, it's gonna take in more data, making the transitions of lane changes with the adaptive cruise. Also the proactive driving assist with obstacle avoidance alert. I can show you that in a sec here on the inside. I won't get too much on that right now, but it just makes things a lot smoother. Okay, so all our trucks, except for the Land Cruiser, this has the pop glass on here. But just like our Tundras, Sequoias, and 4Runners, we still have the roll down rear window that's been around for quite a while. So you can access from the back here as well as the front, but as long as the key fob's on you with the keyless entry, you're in control of that. Not any ordinary person can come to the vehicle and do this, but hold down this rear button, the down arrow, and you can open the glass right from the back. Put your groceries in, put your duffel bag. You don't have to open up the full rear tailgate. And then same with the up arrow. Those buttons are also used for the keyless entry and locking. So you put something in the back with the door open or something, and you can see right here, lock and unlock. So you can just hit lock to lock the vehicle. So this is the first generation that the 4Runner finally has the power rear tailgate. And that is something that people have asked for a while. Not knocking the previous generation because it has its legacy that people cannot deny. This one, the Platinum, has hands-free liftgate. The hitch is in the way here, so they offset the sensor for it. So a quick swift in and swift out, as long as the key fob's on you, will open up the liftgate. Very handy if your hands are occupied, holding groceries, whatever it is. Maybe you have one arm, I'm not sure. The nice thing about Toyota, they don't make you buy, and they don't try and upsell you stuff like molded mud flaps. That comes standard. This vehicle has not been through the shop yet or PDI'd, so this still has to be installed. But you have molded mud flaps. You don't have to pay extra for the rubber slush mats, which I'll show you in the front there. So you'll get two sets of mats, the rubber slush mats, along with the embroidered 4Runner carpet mats with the stainless platinum stamp. You have a cargo net that's envelope style, so you can just hook it here and the top latch and have a basket to open up. Locking lug with the key. You have your hitch shank with a 2-inch ball that's probably rated for about 7,500 pounds. Front license plate mount and a tonneau cover, removable tonneau cover. So hide your belongings. You can hide the ice cream from the sun on your way home, whatever you need there. This one has the JBL audio system with subwoofer, so it has the premium sound system, and you can see they've got speakers everywhere. You have 1, 2, 3, That's the subwoofer there, I'd say so. And there's more up there, 5, 6, 7. I think this one's I'll double check. I think this one's a 10 speaker. I'll double check that for you though. A nice thing with the bigger battery on the hybrid system is it does have the 120 volt AC outlet, which is, you can draw 2400 watts from. So a lot more usable for a lot more accessories right from the back here, and as well as you have it down in the second row against the center console. You have a 60-40 split, very easy to throw down. A lot of good utility with the pockets and the MOLLE and stuff, like just like in the doors, they put kind of these neat MOLLE style attachment areas. Look at this interior, especially with the pearl white. Look at this. Look at that. Got a few multi-textural things, this kind of carbon-y looking, well, not really carbon, but you know, strand looking, carbon fiber look, I guess, with the black, the navy, the bronze stitch, and then look at the seats here. This video doesn't do it justice. I'm looking at my camera right now, or my phone, sorry, and looking at the seats in person. It looks a lot richer in person with the neat honeycomb style bronze stitch there. So as well as it does have a center console in there as well. So there's a few different configurations you can do there, but just to give you an idea. Oop. And then this should pop up as well. Oh, here we go. So it'll flip up as well. You can have the seat lay flat, and then the back end will flip up as well. But I had the seat too far back, just, I'm about 6'3". I was sitting in there a little more comfortably. And it's kind of getting in the way, but very handy. The rear seats are heated. You have a couple USB-Cs. Again, that 120 volt AC outlet. You have rear vents as well as floor vents for your passengers. Tweeter and woofer for the JBL system. Cameras under the mirrors. Blind spot monitors. These are also folding mirrors as well. So you can set them to auto, or you can actually fold them in just with the touch of a button there with the vehicle on. Memory seats. The driver and passenger are both 8-way adjustable seats with 4-way lumbar adjustment, all power. Get a better view of that interior. You have a sunroof for the first row. Very sharp vehicle. It has a nice presence to it. So it doesn't have auto leveling headlights. So if you were to throw a tongue weight on the back, if you had a trailer or something and you're pointing up in the air a little bit, you can use this dial to even out your cutoff line for your headlights. You're not brighten people, you can adjust that. Automatic high beams. So in conjunction with the automatic daytime running lights, at nighttime, if you had your high beams on and you had your automatic high beam button on as well, it'll sense traffic coming towards you at nighttime, give them the courtesy low beam, and as soon as they pass you, it'll go back up to the high beams all by itself. So you're not having to consciously adjust that all the time yourself. Lockable fuel cap from inside here. Traction, of course. This is giving power to those 120 volt AC outlets in the second row in the cargo area. Power lift gate. Cargo lamp for the doors. When you open the doors, it'll turn the lights on. Power telescopic steering, which is also integrated into the memory. And you can set the memory seat for easy exit mode. So this whole steering column will suck back into the dash and lift as your seat will slide back as well, giving you easy exit out of the vehicle. So I'm going to start it up here. I just noticed as I'm going through this, I don't believe this has been PDI'd yet, so I don't exactly know what's all entailed with that, if there's a fuse that's missing or just some of the things that they do for ship mode, and then the technicians have to go through it and make sure everything's good. But adaptive cruise mode, you have the nice LCD gauge cluster here. It's a 12.3 inch LCD gauge cluster with customizable gauges. You have 3 presets that you can cycle through and display whatever instrument you want. So I'm going to cycle through on the steering wheel here. Preset 2, preset 3, and then back to 1. If I was to hold OK, it'll let me in to adjust each of the presets now. So I'm in preset 1 now. It's giving me access to what instruments I want displayed. I'm gonna hit left again, and not everything's gonna be checked off. So there'll be some other hidden features that you can have displayed in your gauges. And there's a lot of interesting things you can put on there. I like having the compass, which will also correlate to what you're navigating to with your navigation. Trailer brake, trailer mode, blind spot monitors. So the trailer mode is kind of interesting too. So your sensors will adjust once you program a trailer to your vehicle. So let me press no save trailer. So I press the button there. I'm in the middle of changing the instruments as that's coming up. So okay, add a trailer, my trailer, utility, cargo, boats. You can label multiple different types of trailers, and then it'll save once you do your checks and settings and everything. It'll extend the blind spot monitors to the back of the corner of the trailers, and you can have them pre-saved in the system so it's easy for hookup. Very interesting. Excuse me, sorry. This is also the first time for us seeing heads-up display in the 4Runner, so really nice to have that premium edition, a little more technology orientated, but nice to have just subtly in your peripherals when you're driving. 14-inch multimedia display. Toyota's still stuck with this design. I really like how they purposely separated each feature in its own category. So only media related stuff will be up here. Navigation, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, radio. You won't find all the hidden features, and you have to fish through sub-menus to find your AC. All the hard buttons down here is your section for your climate control. Heated seats, cooled seats for the driver passenger, heated steering wheel, dual climate control, and your toggles to adjust your climate there. So I like having that separated like that. You have your wireless phone charger, your transfer case select switch here. So the limited trim and the platinum trim are the only ones where you can get the full-time 4-wheel drive, which is more of like an auto 4-wheel drive setting. So it won't just be 2-wheel. So you have the full-time 4-wheel with the 4 high and 4 low also as an option. Drive mode select, tow haul. This will be for changing your shift points of your transmission if you want to prioritize fuel economy with low rev shift points, or if you want to prioritize, here I'll press this and use the dial to sift through them, or if you want to prioritize higher rev shift points for more performance and have the economy as secondary. So really cool to have some extra options here. The Platinum is the only one that's going to give you these extra settings here. Usually it's just Eco, Normal, Sport. And then if I were to click the tow haul mode instead, there's my tow haul displayed up on the dash there. And there's that trailer button I was showing you. So here's your panoramic view monitoring system. I'm going to hit that and show you what gets displayed. So it just gives you a quick pan around the vehicle. Once it makes its full circle, it'll kind of give you an overhead view so you can check your surroundings. So I won't sit here and wait for that to do its animation, but it looks different when you put it in reverse. And it split screens your backup camera along with your bird's eye view here. And I have it set to auto right now. And with it set to auto, I can now shift to drive. And I'm going forward now, obviously. So now I have the forward camera displayed here, still with the bird's eye view. And that is speed sensitive. So when you reach a certain, I don't know if it's like, honestly, if it's like 10 kilometers an hour type thing, then the camera will cut off and then you just use your normal radio. So if you don't want that always coming up every time you go in a drive and come to a red light or slow down for an obstacle, make sure this is off, and then you won't have the front camera displayed. Turn that off. All your stuff for your windshield wipers. You have automatic windshield wipers, fog lights, automatic headlights. Nice shelf area for utility to put stuff. This is really neat. So in the JBL audio system, you have this detachable Bluetooth speaker. So when you detach it, you can take it over to a campfire with you and use it just as a regular Bluetooth JBL speaker. Sounds really nice. But as soon as you integrate it back in the system, it will just take part with all the other speakers and play music through the vehicle. This is an interesting piece of technology because Toyota's test on the new upcoming solid-state batteries that are going to be in the future of EV vehicles. There's a solid-state ceramic battery within this, and that is going to help prove and also work on any kinks potentially before they put this in full-scale vehicle use. Digital rearview mirror. You can use as a normal mirror, or if you have too many people obstructing your view, flip that up. Home link, so you can program up to 3 different garage doors. Safety Connect, that's Toyota's version of OnStar. And all your controls. Here's your button to roll down the rear window. Yeah, I'll send you this walk around video, and let me know if you have any other questions.